Hi, Tony. Hi.
Hi, Mike. It's been a long time. It's been
Uh,
well over a year,
it-
and it's good to see you again. It really does. But I just do want to start out by saying you look good. Look how much weight you lost.
I
Look
know.
at me.
Look, huh?
I know. There's no fat there, none at
Well,
all.
yeah.
Look at me.
You took it all. You took it
Yeah,
all.
it was always opposite. You were always the guy that put on the weight.
Well,
So
well, it depends on how long the Zoom meeting is. Maybe I'll put it back on by the time the Zoom meeting's over. All right. So, okay, we got to start by saying that the last time Tony and I saw each other, it was like a year ago, April, wasn't it? When
mhm,
I got canned, that was the last time that you and I saw each other, right?
yes,
Okay. So
that was the
we
last
haven't
time.
seen each other since.
No.
And the only reason we're even doing this, we talk to each other. I know Tony and I, we talked on the phone a couple of times, and then we talked after you were let go, shortly thereafter. And the only reason we're really even doing this is because whenever I put a picture of my kids up or something, all anybody talks about was our show. That's
Yes.
all they talk about.
hmm
When are you guys coming back on?
hmm
You know, a lot of our listeners think that they just grow radio stations on trees and we're just going to go over there and go over here. I mean, it unfortunately doesn't work that way. But this is really the only reason we're doing this. It's really great because it's great to catch up. I wish I could put a video of what I recorded before we started doing this on with you and Christy. That was, I mean, it's the
Well,
best, you know.
I had to change my shirt three times. You
Yeah,
know, my
the
wife
first one wasn't
says
acceptable
first one
because
wasn't acceptable. Then my wife was like, "You didn't shave," and she slapped me across the back of the head. I said, "No, I forgot to shave." But people are not tuning into this for what we look like, our hygiene habits. They want to know what we've been up to,
yeah,
and hopefully, hey, if this catches on, maybe we could do this on a regular basis.
yeah. I mean, it's as simple as this. I mean, if people want to spend money, we we'll do this. I mean, we do
Yes.
have lives.
hmm
I've moved on from radio. We can talk about that here in just a second, but we want to make money. So I mean, if there's anybody who's watching this, works at a business or wherever, um, we can start the conversation to see if we want to do this on a regular basis for people. But I don't know about you, Tony. I mean, I know for me, it's just been nonstop since I left, of people, anybody who listens to a station and likes somebody, they're not happy when that person is no longer there, and really enjoyed having us on in the mornings. And, I guess this really is for them, us doing this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I got to tell you, the day you were cut, I got to tell you, I miss you. And I said it in this article that they just released with the Connecticut Post
Yeah,
and
why can't
surrounding.
I read it? Why isn't it on? Why is it CT Insider? I can't read that.
I don't know. I don't know. And if it's on CT Insider on the computer, you got to pay 95 cents. To be honest with you, I wouldn't pay
You're not
95
worth.
cents
You're
if we
not
were
worth
here
95
across the street.
cents.
Yeah. I mean, that's my opinion. But nonetheless, the article was very, very nice, and it got me a little hungry for a little bit of nostalgia and the way that it used to be. And it's an honor to be back here with you. Even if it's just on Facebook or on the internet or whatever it is with that
It's
we're doing. What
Zoom,
are we doing?
Tony. We're on Zoom.
Zoom.
So, I know that technology is not your best friend.
Right, right,
And then
right.
we're
I
we're
want to
gonna.
thank. I want to thank all the people that emailed me who are saying that they miss us on the air, that they miss us each and every day. You'd be surprised, Mike, because I was shocked. I mean, I have gotten hundreds of emails on my personal email asking about the show, asking about you. It's been amazing, and it's been very nice. I thank everybody.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Like I said, it was a year ago, April.
Mhm.
I was called and told that when they made the switch, the old company that owned us to the new company that took over, the new company decided that they didn't want to retain my services. It was talked about that I had moved to Pennsylvania. That is true. I do live in Pennsylvania. I've lived in Pennsylvania. When did I move? When was that?
Oh my God, you're out there, what, 8 years?
Probably. Yeah.
About 8 years. People didn't realize that there were many, many years where you were in Pennsylvania at another station in Pennsylvania, and that's how we did it each and every single day. But my wife and I were talking about this last night at dinner. You were ahead of your time. You were working from home.
I know.
You were on Skype. You were working remote. You're ahead of your time. Everybody's doing this now. You're ahead of your time.
Well, listen, I've always been a trendsetter.
Yes,
I've always
said
been that way. But yeah,
always did.
Yeah,
always did.
So, but it was a devastating thing for me. I really wasn't even given an opportunity to stay. It was just one of those calling you to tell you that you're no longer here. And a lot of people write and ask, how come we don't get a chance to say goodbye? That's not how it's done. I've when you're at a radio station, it is a huge liability to give that person a microphone after you've let them go. It's too much of a risk, and I completely understand that. But just know, if you're listening to a station and that person is no longer there, chances are it wasn't their decision to leave the radio station. Usually, if somebody is leaving, they do say goodbye and all that kind of stuff. So. That was a lot of people asked me, why don't you guys get an opportunity to address? And I understand that. And this is luckily a forum that we can sort of talk about those types of things. But yeah, they don't give people an opportunity to come on and say goodbye. It's just, that's not this particular company. That's just all of them. That's how they decide to do it. But, I saw in the article that, this COVID stuff has been crazy. I mean, it is here in Pennsylvania, and I know it is there in Connecticut, and it's some serious stuff. I think when it first started, I was like, this is gonna blow over.
Yeah, everybody was like, yeah, sure. Everybody had that attitude of like, this will pass, or this is something that's cooked up by the Democrats or the Republicans or whatever it is. But yeah, no, it's here, and I'm sorry to say it's going to be here for a while longer before it's going to get worse before it gets better. I think. Anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I think, we kind of we really tightened things up, then we loosened it, and it kind of seems like we're just going to go back to tightening things up.
So what have you been doing during the quarantine and all of that? How have you been handling it?
I'm out of radio. I am not doing radio anymore. I got a job with Frito-Lay. I deliver chips to stores. That's what I do. Funyuns, Doritos.
Yes.
Fritos, Lay's.
It's good, honest work.
Well,
you never sent me any Doritos.
Well, it's a busy job with all this, because that's all anybody wants to eat is snack food. Oh gosh. But no, I mean, that's just what I've been doing. I mean, I've been wearing a mask. I've been out there doing the job and driving a truck, delivering the stuff to the stores, but that's what I've been doing.
Wearing a mask at all times.
Wearing a mask at all times. Yeah. In fact, I was supposed to go down to Florida because my niece graduated. I mean, can you imagine being a high school senior with all this going on? No graduation.
Nothing.
She did nothing. And we were trying to get a party for her, for Emily. And all of a sudden they announced, if you go to Florida, you have to self-quarantine for 14 days. And it's like, we had to cancel the trip. We couldn't go to see her. But it's a lot of people have had to change. I mean, parents of kids in school. I mean, you got to go to work, but yet now your kids are probably going to stay home. I know the school district that McKenna's in, they're going to start at home on August 15th. It's going to start at home. And then in like September 10th, they're going to reassess and maybe have the kids come back to school. But, what are you supposed to do as a parent? I mean, what are you supposed to do if your kids are staying home? You have to stay home, or you have to hire a sitter to stay home. I mean, this is...
Well, that's why I'm glad my kids are 30 years old, and that's it. That part of my life is finished. We're a little...
Can you imagine homeschooling? Could you imagine homeschooling your kids?
Mm-hmm. We're a little apprehensive because our son Jake is a cop, and he's been out and about since all of this began. We ask him every day, how's it going? He won't tell you anything, so you've got to take him at his word.
He still doesn't talk about it.
It's been, yeah, he doesn't want to talk about it, but we worry about him every day. We really do, because you just don't know. He's arresting somebody, and does that person have COVID? You give somebody a ticket. Does that person have COVID? I think he's been tested half a dozen times since all of this has begun.
Have you seen the test?
I've taken the test.
Oh, you've had the thing shoved up your nose.
I've had the thing shoved up my nose. I had cataract surgery on my right eye.
Oh.
Before you can get that done, you've got to have the COVID test. And I went down to the Tully Center, which is right down the road over here. And they get that thing and they stick it up your nose. It's quick. It's only, a few minutes, but they stick it up your nose. It's the feeling of, you ever been in the pool and the water went in your nose the wrong way?
Yeah.
And there's like a 2 or 3 minute period where you're like, oh my God, that's kind of the way that it was,
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Okay. All right.
You get through it if you got to do it,
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, this is the world we live in now. Did you see that Dr. Fauci is going to throw out the first pitch of the Nationals-Yankees game tonight?
That's tonight. Yeah. But I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, baseball to me is not that it's taken a hit, but I had the attitude of like, if the season starts, fine. If not, that's fine too, whatever. But now I'm getting a little excited for it. So we'll see what happens tonight. They're in Washington, so it should be okay. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a different game than what you and I are used to, especially me, because I don't like change. But
now it's all designated hitters.
Yes.
And they're kind of region-based, so all the people in the central part of the country will play each other east.
You won't see the Yankees travel to Los Angeles. You won't see anything like that. But they do have to go to Florida, I believe.
Yeah, well, they'll have to play Tampa, sure.
They'll have to play Tampa. So we'll see. Now, when they come back, are they quarantined for 14 days? Like, what do they do when they come back?
Well, they're tested every day.
Okay.
I mean, those players are either tested every day or every other day. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but they're tested like every single day. And, we've seen some of the bigger names say that, listen, I'm not going to play this year. And, they have a right to do that.
Yes.
I saw on some sports show, they said, well, would they get a ring then? If they say that they're not going to play this year and that team goes on to win the World Series, will they get a ring? And it's kind of one of those questions where it's like, really? I mean, is that important?
Right. Yeah, at this point, no, you're right. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I saw the 2 exhibition games. They played the Mets. They played Philadelphia. It looked cool. It looked okay. It's weird without people in the stands. It really is weird without the noise and all of that.
Well, have you seen what I don't know if they're all doing it, but they've got like cardboard cutouts.
Yeah. The Mets did that at Citi Field. And it's weird to see like Clint Frazier comes up with a mask on.
Yeah, well, he was interviewed about that. He was interviewed about it because he was one of the first ones that announced that he was going to wear a mask while he was batting. But I've seen doctors talk about this, that the chance of somebody spreading it while in an athletic event, because, the NFL is going to be thinking of doing this too, the NBA's in their bubble down in Florida, that's very minimal. But it's when they're back in the locker rooms and they're in the dugouts and they're sitting there next to each other, that's like the greater risk of these people passing it on to one another. But, that's why they're tested like every day. I mean,
how do you feel about it? Like, do you ever foresee yourself going to a sporting event again? Do you see yourself sitting in a restaurant, eating a cheeseburger?
I have to. I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that we're just in the waiting stage, right, for a vaccine. I mean, we're waiting for this to be treated kind of like the flu, where we all get a vaccine and we can eventually go on with our lives. I mean, I think you're going to see some people wear a mask for the rest of their life when they're inside, when they're outside. And the only thing I can say is, wear a mask. You've seen the experts talking about this. It really is not that, if you have a medical condition that doesn't allow you to do it, just wear a mask. It's not that hard to do. And,
and the thing is, getting back to Jake as a police officer, I think maybe he's been here at the house maybe twice since all of this started back in March. And, we've said, come over, we're going to eat. Come on, we'll sit out on the patio. For a long time, he was like, I don't know. I don't want to pass it on to you and mom. We're in our 60s. I've got a diabetic condition. He was very worried about that. So it's something that you have to keep in mind. If you're not nervous for yourself, you've got to be nervous for the people around you.
Now you say you're in your 60s.
Almost.
I'm sorry, man, but those pictures in that interview, you look at least 160. I'm sorry. What was it an angle? Like, did you dye your hair white for the interview? What?
No, my wife says it was an angle. Yes. And my hair, yeah, it is a little white. It is. Okay.
So you've taken a lot of stress on since I've been with you. I took all the stress before.
Well, Mike, since all of this started, I'm doing 2 loads of laundry a day.
Yeah. What's your day consist of? Now, okay. When we talked on the phone shortly after you got let go, I said, what did I say? What's the percentage possibility that the next week you're out of sweatpants? Meaning you're not wearing sweatpants anymore. What was the percentage possibility?
To be honest with you, since I've been home, I've just been wearing a pair of shorts. I've got a pair of shorts on, not boxers, regular shorts. That's what I've been wearing. I've been taking care of most of the housework here at the house. I do a couple of loads of laundry a day.
Hold on, I got coronavirus.
Sweeping up. My wife always finds something wrong. You missed the spot. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? But hey, this is what we're used to, But this is the way that it goes, As far as my hair goes, my wife has been doing my hair. She's been doing my hair out in the trimmer. She's got the trimmer and she just shaves it down.
All right, it looks good. No, I mean the cut itself looks fine. It's just it looked very ghostly in the interview. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe I'm just bitter. Maybe I'm just bitter because I never got a newspaper article for being fired.
Dude, actually, I had 2 articles. Lenny Grimaldi did one.
Sorry. You had 2.
He did one on only in Bridgeport. Yeah, no.
But I had 0.
This was cool. Yeah,
I had 0. I mean, in fact, I listened to the next day after I got canned, and it's as if I never existed.
Oh, no, come on.
What? Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. On December 9th, did you wish me a happy birthday on the radio? No, you didn't. Look at me that card.
No, I didn't.
Exactly, because Mike Bellamy, for some reason, is a bad word to say on WICC.
No, I look at it this way. If I may, and I'm just using it as an example, I kind of looked at it as the night before the crucifixion, and Peter denied Jesus 3 times before the cock crowed twice because he was a little nervous about what might happen to him. You know what I'm saying?
So you're Peter. That you denied that you even knew me. The station denies I even existed.
No. I mean, hey, but we're here now. That's what counts. That's what counts.
You're right.
I'm having trouble paying my mortgage. People getting out of this. That's all right.
All right. So I put on Facebook that you and I were going to do this.
Okay.
And as we said before, we'll do it again if people want us to do this again. But I mean, obviously, it's very difficult to get Tony to move these days. I'm busy in the luxurious job of delivering chips to grocery stores. I mean, we've got lives, folks. We can't do this all the time. Somebody wants us to do bad decisions.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I've got one. I've got 2. I've got 2 actually.
Okay. Do you want me to do the intro?
Yeah, but you gotta modify it because we don't work there anymore. Can you on the fly modify what the thing is? Come on.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I don't know how long I can record this.
Okay. All right. Here we go. You ready? Bad decisions. Bad decisions. Mike Bellamy, he's a friend of you and me.
Letting me and Tony go. That's bad decisions.
Okay, there you go.
That's it. I mean, really? Did I have to come up with anything else?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I haven't seen a bad decision since then. Crazy laws on the books. I don't have access to all the material. My sister wants us to talk about her. Ida wants us to talk about a cat. Did you get a cat?
No, no. My sister-in-law got a cat. She got a little kitten, and he's just the cutest thing in the world. And when she got him, I said to my wife, I says, "Oh, I really want to get a little kitten to have around the house." And she said, "Well, Cindy has one, so we'll go and see hers." So that's what we do. We go and see him and play with him. Wait, I can even muster up a picture
Yeah. Put
if
the
you
picture
like.
up.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
Sure. Hold on. I'm glad you asked because he's a cute little guy.
Well, you're like a grandparent. You rile the cat up.
Can
Do
you
you
see him?
gungunculate his gungun? Oh, that's
Isn't he cute?
cute.
Yeah, he's very, very cute. So we love him very much. Here,
Are you gonna cry? Oh,
see?
why don't you run a comb through that hair there once in a while?
What else?
Any future plans that we have? I'm gonna try and make dinner a little bit later.
I was just going to say that my wife is making dinner right now. Lately, we've been, in fact, we're a little late. We've been eating our dinner at 2:00 in the afternoon. So that's kind of like a
That's
highlight.
it. Okay, for the Connecticut Post article, you look like a ghost.
Mhm.
No offense. Although they did put that one picture, I guess, of you and I from
Oh,
Boomers
yeah,
and
that,
Beyond.
that one was fantastic. You look great.
Well, we had facial color. I mean, you
Yeah.
look like a ghost in your pictures. I mean, was the guy like right there with the flash bulb, like the old fashioned, you know,
Yeah, like from the Wyatt Earp days. Yeah. No, he was here. He had a modern camera. Yeah, no, he was right here in the house. Yeah. Mhm.
all right. That's the one thing I noticed in the pictures. I'm like, because like we said at the beginning, we haven't seen each other.
No.
We haven't seen each other.
No, like I said, I'm shocked at how much weight you lost. I mean, look, you're a skeleton. Look
Yeah, I
at
had to get rid of all my old shirts.
Yeah, well, it won't be long.
Well, for a couple reasons. One, because I got fired, and most of
Right.
them said radio station.
Oh, right.
It's really it. Oh, they want us to predict baseball. So what? Nationals and Yankees tonight.
Mhm.
I don't. I got to be honest with you. I don't know of anybody that can compete with the Dodgers. I just don't know.
Okay.
Now that they can do American League in designated hitter, and I just
Do you pick the Yankees?
no. I picked the White Sox. Why
Okay.
would I pick the Yankees?
All right. No,
The White Sox. I think the White Sox are going to be really good this year. I think they're
All right,
going to be
we'll
really
see.
good.
I know that they're your sentimental favorite. All right. I know that they've been your team.
Yeah.
Okay. But
You
no, I've got
pick
to
the
go with
Yankees.
I got to go with the Yankees. National League, I don't know. Probably the Los Angeles Dodgers.
So
Probably.
what happens then? So then they throw out all the rules and these teams can play each other for the World Series?
I don't know. I guess they're going to cross that bridge when they come to it. But I'm not a big fan of the DH in the National League, and
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of what is that new rule? If it's a tied game, the team that's up at bat, they start with a player on second base.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's
a
some
big
goofy
fan of that,
rules. Yeah.
You know, and I'm just afraid that when we do go back to normal, if we go back to normal, that those rules aren't going to go away. It'll just stay right there.
This is just the beginning. I mean,
course.
they're using this as an excuse
Yeah, sure.
to, they've been talking about trying to spice up the game a little bit. So
Sure.
I know, and you don't like that.
I'm not a big fan of that, but who am I?
That's true.
True.
Who are you? You're nobody now.
That's
I mean,
that's true. That's
you
true.
were.
I
You
once
were.
was somebody, and now I'm a nobody. But that's all right because I still have the love of my wife and my beautiful children, and that's all that really counts, Mike.
Gosh, I mean, it's sappy. That's pretty
A little.
sappy.
A little. Honey, you want to give me a hug? Come here.
No, I'm not.
Why won't she come on?
Because she's afraid that she's not.
The fans are going to
presentable.
get her. The fans
She's
are going to get her.
afraid- She hasn't had her hair done since the pandemic. She's afraid people are going to compare her to Benjamin Franklin.
But he invented the bifocals.
Say that again?
He invented the bifocals.
That's true. He did. No, she
Right?
won't. Come here.
No, I'm not gonna come on camera.
She's not coming on camera, she
I'll
said.
talk, but
Christy, you look better than Tony does.
I do.
Tony's
I
been
gotta
sitting here for
say,
20 minutes.
I thought that was a lousy picture myself. I wasn't, but he wore a terrible shirt. His collar was all disheveled. He needed a haircut. There was no preparation.
Christy, this is his whole wardrobe, though.
He didn't
Every
prepare.
wardrobe I've seen, his collar looks like, you know, that hose they're trying to sell on TV that like won't crinkle. That's what it looks like. That's what his
It
collar
does.
always looks like.
Yeah. I just helped him with this shirt. Doesn't it look a lot better?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Tony, you need to be buried in that shirt. That's
Well, I'm kind of being buried right here and now. Yeah. No problem. No problem. One
right,
thing's for
so,
sure. My wife will never back me. Go ahead. What?
well. I mean, you know, she picks
Is that
a winner. She picks a winner. Yeah. I mean, you got anything else you want to talk about? I mean, I don't. My kids are great. A lot of people ask about my kids. McKenna
old
just
is
turned
McKenna
9.
now?
Huh?
How old is
9.
McKenna?
She's 9.
9. And she's what? What is that? Second grade?
She's going into 3rd grade.
3rd grade. God bless her. God
Yeah.
bless her.
And the boys are in preschool for the 2nd year.
Mhm.
Let's see. Josh is Josh. I don't know if I have a picture I can show you.
Are the twins still maniacs like I remember them when we were doing
Yes.
the show? Like
Yeah.
getting rocks and throwing them up in the air?
That's pretty much Ben. Yeah. Here I am at work, Tony, driving the truck.
Nice. Nice. And you say I look like a bum. All right.
Uh,
Let me see
Yeah.
McKenna. Let me see a picture of McKenna.
all right, hold on.
Come on. You don't have any
It was
pictures?
just her birthday, so I put up a bunch of old pictures of her. Oh, here you go. Here's McKenna.
Oh, nice. She looks happy.
Always. Let's see here. I have a better picture of her. There's Ben.
Okay. He looks the same.
Yeah, he hasn't changed much. There's Josh.
Okay. That could be a picture of Ben, too. I wouldn't know the difference.
Thanks.
No, I'm just saying.
That's fine. And then here's McKenna.
Oh, much better. Much better. Oh, my God. She looks just like you.
She's glasses and
amazing.
everything.
Oh, wait, I want to see.
Wait, my wife wants to see.
Oh,
Show again.
this is
Just-
take
just
2.
do it.
Take 2.
Oh,
Just do it.
We're trying to record this. Doesn't she realize that we're trying to? What does she want to see?
You want to
There's,
see that last picture of McKenna?
oh, wow. How big she got.
I know.
Isn't she cute?
That's Josh on my shoulder.
Adorable.
Yeah. And then where's
So
Ben?
cute.
Here's a picture of me when yeah, there you go.
There's Ben.
Oh, how cute.
Is that you're the little one?
Yeah, I'm the little one.
Are you? Are you the kid in there?
I'm the kid, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Here's
When was
another
that
one.
picture? How old were you?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 6. Here's one of me when I'm like 2 there.
Oh.
Isn't that nice? So, all right.
Why didn't you give that picture to Brian to use for the article?
All right. Very good. Very nice.
No, hold on a second. Hold on. So are we going to do this again? Like, what
Yeah,
is
we're
it
gonna
going to
do it again.
take
We
for
gotta
us to
do
do
it
this
when my
again?
wife is here because I don't know how to Zoom. My wife set up the whole Zoom thing.
Yeah. No, I know.
I mean, it depends. Does anybody want to see stuff like this again?
I mean, Tony, look at that.
Why? What's the matter with that? Oh, now you just. Oh, well. All right. Okay.
Okay, all right. That'll do it.
But
All right,
hey,
yeah, we'll try and do this again. We'll see if people want us to keep doing this. You just have to let us know and pay us.
okay, that's fair enough. And just keep in mind, we were rusty today. We haven't done this in a year.
Yeah, we haven't done. I got to be honest with you. It's as if we never stopped. Right?
I can't believe people tuned into this for 10, 12
Well,
years.
we haven't. I haven't put this on yet. We'll find out if anybody's
All right,
going to actually
we'll see.
watch
I
all
mean-
of this. Actually, here we go. In the comments, I want you to write. What's a word?
What?
People who write, because we're going to do this at the end.
Right.
We're going to do this at the end of the thing. So if
Okay.
people watch this whole thing and now they're
Right.
here at the end, if they write in the comments on Facebook, this particular word will mention their name the next time we record. How's that sound?
All right. What do you want? You want to leave the word up to me?
Yeah.
Tootsie Roll.
See, I was going to do now and later. We're so fat. We are so fat. We think about not only candy, but like disgusting candy. Tootsie Roll looks like a turd.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. And Now and Later is what you eat before the Tootsie
Right.
Roll comes out.
There you
So,
go.
all right, so Tootsie Roll. If you
Okay.
write Tootsie, you can write Tootsie Roll. Tony and Mike, please don't ever do this again. That's fine. If we do this another time, we will mention your name. But this proves to us that you watched this whole piece of garbage, and we appreciate it. Actually, in all sincerity, my mom has been bugging me about this. My dad has been bugging me about this. My whole family has been bugging for us to do this.
Okay. All right. Well, if
And
nothing else, we'll do it for your family.
that's all that listen to the radio,
Yeah.
right? Your
Yeah.
wife and I think your mom, and then my family. That was
That's
pretty much
about
it.
it. Yep. My
So
kids
I mean,
listen.
yeah. Well, I mean, but this is why we're doing this. We would not even think of doing something like this if I can't put a picture on Facebook without 20 comments. When are you guys doing this? When are you guys going to get back together? Blah, blah, blah. And
We'll see how they like it. We'll see.
yeah, we'll see if you still like it after you've seen us
Right.
talk. And if you do, then maybe we'll do it again.
Okay.
But what's the word, Pee Wee?
Tootsie Roll.
Okay, Tootsie Roll.
Okay. All
Tootsie
right.
Roll. All right.
Very good. Hey, Mike, I love you.
I love you too. Oh, wait, I never say that back. Sorry. No, I do. I miss you, Tone. I do.
Love you too. Miss you.
All right, man. See ya.